Hey YouTube, I thought I would take this video and try to help someone avoid the same problems I just had. My blend door actuator stopped working, so I had my heat stuck on full, just blowing hot air all the time. Did some research, replaced the actuator, didn't work. Got a new one, replaced it, it didn't work. First of all, that part was an absolute bear because most folks have their actuator underneath here. Mine was not, so I actually had to come underneath here, get in underneath behind the 12-volt cigarette plug-ins and get to it right there on the right hand side. And it was especially troublesome because in this old 2000 3/4 ton work truck, there's this support piece that is welded in place and connects the upper part of the dash to this reinforcement bar in here. And the second screw for removing the actuator was actually behind this solid piece. So I had to drill and file out a hole just to get a extension rod through there so I could take the actuator out. So that took a long time, and it wasn't even the problem. After installing a couple and talking to the parts manufacturer and asking about resetting the blend door circuit and all that sort of thing, I realized that some people have had trouble with the switch in the back, or the connection between the control and the back. So I pulled the dash off, got in here, and the fan was working fine. The up and down was working fine. AC's working fine. Recirculation working fine. But this was not changing temperature. It turns out that this plug right here is a little bit loose, and this piece is really brittle. I broke that tab off just getting in there, but it was cockeyed when I got in there, and I think it's just a connection issue. So I am going to fix that in place somehow, keep those connections tight, and that should do it. Should work. If you don't see an add-on to this video, then assume it did work. But if you have one of these 2000 Chevy K2500s, which is the year they started switching over from the K2500 to the Silverados, keep in mind your blend door actuator might not be easy to get to. It might not be here. It might be way underneath and in back. Really tough to get to. And just be aware that even if you get to it, that might not be the problem. In my case, it would have been a whole lot easier just to pop off this plastic part and fix that plug in the first place before I spent a lot of time and some 18-volt drill batteries getting in there. So good luck. Hope this helps you out.